How y'all doing, folks? Welcome to this episode of the Outdoors Bound Podcast. I'm George Noleff. Looking at the local fishing scene, getting good reports of stripers, largemouth, and smallmouth at Smith Mountain Lake. The largemouth are staging near where they're going to spawn, or they're already on the beds. Finesse techniques are going to work, but be sure to get those bedfish back in the water quick. Smallmouth are coming off the spawn. They are actively feeding. Whatever you can get in front of them, they are going to hit. Now, the stripers moving down the lake, trolling live bait high is going to take them early. Those fish are also chasing shad up into the shallows after dark. Stick baits are the lure of choice for that. Crappies are also going strong and are holding anywhere close to submerged brush and timber. Now, we are also hearing good things about stripers and hybrids at Clater. Live bait and umbrella rigs taking fish there. Down in Philpott, largemouth are bedding. Walleyes are hitting stick baits, swim baits, and cranks thrown in the rocks at night. Daytime trollers are taking a few walleye on crawler harnesses. Ready to get your muskie on? Well, the James and the New are heating up. May is prime time on both rivers for muskies. Muskies are off the spawn there. They are ready to eat. Now, looking east, if you want to make that saltwater trip, black drum and flounder are being caught from Chincoteague down to Wachapreague. Also getting reports of red drum and sea trout in the Lynn Haven and Cape Charles areas. Also, this is the last month for the Virginia trout stocking program. DWR is going to stock select waters until May 31st. All right, spring turkey season runs almost another 3 weeks until May 18th. No harvest numbers yet, but we are getting more reports of birds staying quiet. We know bird numbers are good, they're just not making a lot of noise. There are a few theories, but nothing definite. The state and other researchers are looking into it. Now, while you're out there in the woods trying to get a gobbler, you're going to see deer. This is the time of year when the males start to grow back antlers. Now, I find this fascinating. I just geek out on this stuff. Just wanted to share it with you. Did you know deer antlers are true bone and among the fastest growing animal tissues on the planet? They grow at a rate of about a quarter inch a day. Antlers formed today, well, they're going to develop into a full rack within 4 months. It's pretty cool, huh? Speaking of getting outdoors, the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources is looking for volunteers. They need folks for archery, hunting, fishing, and paddle sports education. They also need help with fish stocking and wildlife surveys. Just go to the VDWR website for more info and to sign up. A lot of you will recognize that as the theme song to The Outdoorsman with Buck McNeely. You see it every Sunday night here at 11 o'clock on WFXR. Buck was a legend in the outdoors adventure entertainment industry. Sadly, when he passed away earlier this year, a lot of folks wondered if the show would go on. I got the answer to that question when I was able to fish and shoot a little video with Buck's boys, Max and Rex.
Kick off your shoes, stay right there, sit yourself
It's a theme song that always stuck with you, and when you heard it, you knew you were about to have some fun. You were either going hunting or fishing with one of the biggest personalities in the outdoors entertainment industry.
Hi, I'm Buck McNeely, host of the Outdoorsman Adventure Series. My lot in life is I have to safari the world, film the adventures, and put it on TV. Hey, there we go. Here he is.
The Outdoorsman with Buck McNeely is one of the longest running outdoor shows in history, spanning more than 3 decades. Created by an outdoorsman for people who shared his passion.
That's good eating there, too. That's a fine eating fish.
Buck McNeely was living the dream, traveling the globe, hunting,
What do you think about that ram there?
fishing,
Oh, it's a snapper.
and capturing it all for the world to see. While he was a lover of the outdoors and a successful TV producer and star, he was also a dad.
Good fish, Max.
Yeah.
His boys, Max and Rex, often made the trips with Buck, sharing in his adventures and learning life lessons along the way as they grew up. It was fun and happy, and it seemed like it would never end. Then one night, it all changed.
It felt like Superman died because it just like, no, there's no way. It didn't feel real.
He was a great father, taught me many things, and definitely grew up around the outdoors my whole life, you know, fishing and hunting.
I felt the love growing up.
Buck McNeely passed away in his sleep this past January. His family, friends, and fans were heartbroken. The man who had always been there was gone.
He was always there, taking me to all of my football and basketball practices and hardly ever missed a game unless he was gone somewhere. He really cared, and you can tell he really enjoyed being a father.
While everyone dealt with the pain, the question was raised, would the outdoorsman continue? The answer was yes. Max would take the torch.
I got some big shoes to fill, man. The crown is heavy, as they say, and it really is. I never really fully understood it until my dad passed away.
While Max is going to take the lead as host of the future shows, his brother Rex, who's pursuing a career in music, he's going to join the show from time to time to help carry on the legacy. One of the first of the new shows that's going to air features Max and Rex on a muskie trip in Tennessee with renowned muskie expert Stephen Paul.
Steve, how you doing, man? Good to meet
Pleasure
you.
to finally meet you, Max. Wow, the outdoorsman, the
Yes,
legend
sir.
of Buck McNeely.
Yes, sir.
Here we are.
Whenever this Max brought this trip to my attention, I figured it'd be perfect for the first episode for me to join my brother and for us to kind of do this together. And I know my dad would be looking down and giving us the thumbs up with a smile on his face.
The boys say even though Buck's gone, because of the love he gave them, especially on days when it's quiet and the fishing's kind of slow, it's almost like he still talks to them.
I always feel him kind of in the back of my head on a lot of things, not even just the outdoor stuff. Just
The line I keep hearing is mental discipline.
yeah, mental discipline, bulldog tenacity.
All right, guys, this is fun.
So Max will take the reins. New episodes are being shot right now. While Buck is gone, his legacy and the show that made him famous will keep on going.
I want to take that torch and let it burn even brighter than he had it going, and I know he'd be happy for that.
We've got to go, but we'll be back same time next week, and that's a fact. Here at the Buck McNeely Outdoorsman Show.
Like I said, you can see The Outdoorsman Sunday nights at 11, right after WFXR News first at 10. The new episodes with Max, they're going to start airing in July. There's a threat to turtle species worldwide, and it comes from their illegal capture and sale. Now, the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources is teaming up with U.S. Fish and Wildlife and an outdoor celebrity to do something about it.
Hi there, I'm Jeff Corwin, and this is an eastern box turtle.
Turtles are getting a famous ally. Jeff Corwin, biologist and the star of TV shows like The Jeff Corwin Experience, is now teaming up with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to get the message out on the illegal harvest and trade of wild turtles. Thousands are taken illegally every year.
Unfortunately today, especially with turtles like wood turtles, blandings, bogs, and box turtles, the populations are crashing. And a big contributor to that, besides habitat loss, is the illegal black market wildlife trade.
The Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources is also getting the message out, posting the Corwin video on DWR social media sites. It's vital because it can take decades to undo the damage done by black market harvest.
If you take a healthy turtle like this and remove it from the wild, it will take 40 years at least to replace that turtle.
This is serious stuff, folks. I had an undercover DWR conservation police officer tell me that the illegal trade in turtles is, quote, the single greatest wildlife trafficking issue we are facing today in Virginia, end quote. If you see something suspicious, you can report it to the DWR crime line. That number is 800-237-5712. Now remember this, the fine for just taking a box turtle out of the wild here in Virginia is $500 per animal. Here's another story just because it's cool. In this day and age, we are still finding new species of animals. And right here in Virginia, 3 new aquatic isopod species have been discovered in streams and caves in far western Virginia. Isopods are a type of crustacean. They can be found on land or in water. To give you an idea what they look like, they are related to pill bugs. Now, we call them roly-polies, and they look a lot like roly-polies too. Now, good thing about this, they only exist in places with really good water quality. On the subject of streams, I've been asked about how folks can get started fly fishing. To get started, target bass, panfish, and trout. Lots of opportunities for those species in our area. Outdoor Life is out with its ratings of the best starter fly combos for beginners. These are based on quality and price. Now, overall, the magazine likes the Orvis Clearwater boxed outfit. For kids, it rated the Echo Gecko kit the best. And best budget combo, well, that's the Cabela's Prestige Fly outfit. All those come with rod and reel, they're pre-spooled, and they come with a leader. Now here's my advice. You don't have to spend a lot, but be willing to spend enough that you get a quality combo. Quality gear is easier to use, usually provides a better outcome, and enjoying the experience is what it's all about. Getting outdoors can mean clamming or crabbing, but if you don't want to catch your own, you're in luck because seafood is a $1 billion a year industry in Virginia. Some of it's farmed, some of it's caught or harvested, but it's all delicious.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
It's the lunch rush at the Great Machapongo Clam Shack in Nassau-Attucks, and this is about as close as most of us will ever get to aquaculture in Virginia. We see and eat the finished product.
Oysters. Local salty seasides, fresh, you can't beat them, they're from right here. Obviously crabs when they're in season, soft shells.
What we don't see are the people who raise or harvest that seafood. People like Ray Twyford, who's a commercial fisherman.
I wouldn't trade it for a desk job for sure.
Twyford nets fish near Wallops Island.
I catch my own drum. I've been catch my own spot, rockfish. I catch all kinds of fish, so it's all good.
While there's some corporate operators in Virginia, the bulk of the industry is made up of independent watermen and small businesses. While quality is excellent, demand's high, and prices are good, there are concerns about the future, and especially about the declining number of young people choosing a life in the seafood industry.
I don't see the younger generation getting in it. Just like where I fish over at Shingatig right now, I don't see no young people in it, none.
Now that is cause for concern because not only is seafood a Virginia tradition, it's an economic driver, and processing and support industries account for thousands of jobs. The state's working with watermen to try to come up with ways to get younger people involved in the fishing industry. You hear that? That's the sound of the Upper New River near Baker Island. That's this week's 30 Seconds of Solitude. All right, folks, this is where I leave you. I am George Noleff, WFXR News Outdoors Bound. Until next week, tight lines and good hunting, y'all.
You build the mountains in your dreams. You lead the world so you can breathe. Whoa. You walk on fields inside your mind. You cross the oceans and the skies. Whoa. It's like you found a better way. Don't fight them all on what they say. Just turn around and walk away. But if you leave again, just take me there.